This video describes the Patterns of Life software suite developed and used by Middlesex University and Mass Consultants Limited to address the vast 2014 Mini Challenge 2. The suite comprises three tools: Patterns of Life Atlas, Patterns of Life Classifier, and Patterns of Life Location Timeline. This is Patterns of Life Atlas. The main panel shows a map of Abila. GPS data for car IDs can be plotted by selecting them on a list on the left. Data points are color-coded according to XY locations on the map and the color map to the left. Zooming has the effect of updating color coding. There are 5 user-selectable map layers: roads, places, locations, cars, and transactions. Transaction and loyalty card data can be browsed interactively on the map. The map and the timeline are linked using cross-filtering. By zooming in on the timeline, we can begin to explore individual journeys. The color coding of each bin is based on respective points on the map. Selecting a bin highlights those points. So far we have shown you geospatial mode. Other modes include proximity to subject, showing where and when vehicles are close to a selected subject. And we also have proximity to location mode, which shows when vehicles are close to a chosen location. For further analysis, the GPS data was segmented into trips using a threshold of 1 minute to mark stops. The classifier tool could then be used to plot individual trips on a map successively and for the user to interactively label end locations. Each trip is shown as a line with the start point shown green and the end point as red. In this way, the user can quickly examine individual trips, get a feel for the data, and classify and label home locations. The data for 9 was identified as being noisy, as successive trips were found to be non-contiguous. The success of these classifications would later be judged using the visualization tool and timeline tool. With locations and trips classified, we could use Patterns of Life Location Timeline tool. Unlike Atlas, this view is only concerned with start and end points of trips, not the routes taken. It supports the identification of co-location. The main panel has 4 sections. In the top, successive car IDs are plotted as rows, color-coded by location with time read from left to right. For example, time at Gastech is shown in yellow, making it easy to see when people are at work. If we select Lars Azada's house, we see a gathering on the evening of the first Friday. The next section shows the locations of 5 trucks and is largely colored yellow, indicating trucks are usually kept at Gastech. The third section shows truck driver credit and loyalty card transactions plotted over time, and the fourth section shows transactions of people who are not identified as driving cars or trucks. The timeline tool can easily be panned and zoomed using the mouse to show areas of interest. Transactions can also be turned on and off and inspected by mouse over.